Hey Web World, Scotty D. Welcome to my annual office tour. I started this tradition last year and I promise to be doing this video every year from here on out as long as I can control it during the first or second week of January. So this is the second annual tour that I've done. This is going to be a quick look around showing you what's new, what's changed, and some ideas that you might want to incorporate into your own home office. So let's take a look around. The first thing I want to mention is if you followed my channel for a while, you know that I talked about moving into a new area, and I'm in that new area right now. This area is a room that my wife and I built specifically to be a bedroom, but during the construction I took advantage of the walls being new to treat them for sound, because I knew at some point in time I might want to use this area as a home office, and that's the case right now. So this wall right here and that wall right there are internal walls to the house. This wall right here and this wall right here are external walls, so they are naturally treated. Internal walls to houses are typically not treated with any insulation or sound treatment. But when I built these walls with my family, I took advantage of inserting R13 insulation into them, and that helps to treat them for sound deadening. So that's what is in that wall right there and that wall right there. R13 insulation helps to deaden the sound in the room, as well as treat it for noise, and also keeps it nice and warm here in the winter. This is in the lower half of our house, and we're in western Pennsylvania, and it gets quite cold here from time to time, so I want to keep it as warm as possible during the winter months and as cool as possible during the summer months. So let's start off on this wall right here, showing you this piece right here. I painted this myself, yes. I painted Minecraft on the wall in my office area. This was originally done for my son. He's a huge Minecraft fan, so I did this in honor of him. I mixed all the paint. I did it all by brush. So it's just a piece of work that I'm really proud of, and I like to show it off to people when they come into the office. Let me see if I can get really close and show you the paint markings. See, there's the paintbrush markings on Steve's leg right there, some of the markings on the dog, and whatnot. So yes, that is all hand painted by yours truly, and I'm really proud about that. Now this tape right here, this camouflage tape, and this is the new digital camouflage. If I move really close, you can see it's the digital camouflage. The reason why that's there is, well, I'm not the best at sheetrock work, so that's actually a seam in the sheetrock that is not as aesthetically pleasing as I would like. So I took advantage of just using some of this camouflage tape, running it along the seam, just more of a decor thing. I thought it matched really good with the Minecraft theme picture mural that I painted on the wall right there, and it hides the unsightly seam that's underneath there. Maybe one day I'll pull it off and I'll fix the seam, but for right now it is what it is. So let's walk around to this corner of the office, and right here you have a stand. It is I guess a cedar color. This is a old audio stand that I've repurposed as a printer stand, and it is a cedar color. I've got a thermometer right here because I like to keep an eye on how cool or hot it is here in the studio. I don't like to have it very much over 72, but right now it's the winter months and the heater's been running and this insulation is doing its job, and as you can see it is close to 80 degrees in my office. That is not cool for me. I really don't like it much above 75 at best, but it is what it is with the heater running, and this these walls being insulated really hold in the heat. So it is cold outside right now. We have just passed the polar vortex or whatever it is that kept us nice and cold over the past couple of days. It was, I think, -8, -9 yesterday with a wind chill of -29 or -30, so it was quite cold outside. So this is my printer stand. Over here on top of the printer stand we have the Epson Workforce 545 printer. This is a wireless printer. I love wireless anything. I hate cables. I just don't like wire nests. It just really drives me nuts. So anytime I can get anything wireless, I really go for it. On top of the printer, in this corner, we have a bass trap, and this is specifically set up here in the corner because if you know anything about audio, bass finds itself into corners and amplifies itself. So this is right at mic level, so it's treating this corner for any bass frequencies or low-end frequencies that might find its way back into this corner. And you'll notice every piece of furniture in this room is strategically placed to break up the flatness of the walls that you would have in rooms, because the more you can break up the pattern, the less you have of reflection. So that's what I have up here in this corner is a bass trap. Of course, the printer, underneath the printer is an open area that I use for storage. There's some ancillary boxes, my iPad box, a keyboard box, which I will be doing a full review of this keyboard that came in this box. I'll be doing that next week. My camera bag, an extra candle. I love burning candles in my office. I think it is great ambiance as well as it smells good. So a lavalier mic right there. This right here is a iPad stand that I did a video on a while back, and you can find that video on my YouTube channel. This is where I also keep my iPad nice and charged up at any given time. This is an iPad 2, obviously. You see the 30-pin plug right there. Anybody wants to sponsor me an iPad Air or anything like that, just drop me an email, scott@scottydonline.com. Hey, I'm not too proud to beg. All right, over here on this wall, this is another internal wall to the house, but it is also sound treated with R13 insulation. I have plumbed the walls for cable TV or satellite TV, so you can see that outlet jack right there, power outlet right there. And this is a great piece of artwork right here on this wall. This is actually all wood, and I showed this last year in the office tour, but yeah, all of these are wooden squares, and they are every single album that the Beatles ever released. So I thought that's really, really cool, and I wanted to show that off here in the office. Over here in this corner is sound treatment foam. It's the same foam that's being used in the bass traps, and you can see that they are oscillated in different patterns so that they break up the sound on this wall. So that's what you have right there. And I didn't need to go all the way up the wall. It's just not necessary. You want to capture and treat the areas that are at mic or mic level. So that's what you see right there. I'll put a link to all of the main products that I'm showing off here in the office. I'll put a link to them in the video description below so you can get them for yourself if it's something that you find interesting and you want to get for yourself. Down over here is actually the camera that you see, or you don't see, but it sees me every time I do a video. This is the video camera that I use. This is actually a webcam, a high definition webcam. This is the Logitech C910 or 910C. I forget how they actually do the nomenclature. And I actually modified this. I took it out to the shop and I drilled a hole in the base of this camera because it doesn't come provisioned for a tripod, but I drilled a hole into the base and I got a miniature tripod right there, and it was able to mount it to that, keeping it off the table and allow me to manipulate the camera a little bit more the way that I want it to. So that's the Logitech C910, and I've modified that to fit on top of a tripod. This right here is my, while I shake the camera, this is my humidity gauge, and you can see right now humidity is extremely low in my office, and that's pretty common during the winter months when you're running heaters and things like that here in the upper northeast area, or western Pennsylvania area. I guess you can call it upper northeast. Humidity seems to drop quite a bit during the winter months, so that's my humidity gauge, just to see what that is like here in the office so I'm not sticky. That is my Darth Vader USB hub, and anytime you plug in anything to the Darth Vader hub, which there's an open port right there, if I were to plug something into it right now, this is what it would sound like. I thought that's really, really cool. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, not necessarily just Darth Vader. Just so happens a lot of things that are released by Star Wars in office formats are Darth Vader. I don't know why, but they are. Maybe one day I'll get an R2-D2 USB hub. That's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars is R2-D2 and Yoda. But for right now, I've got that. I love that USB hub. In fact, when I turn on my Mac Pro, right here, my MacBook Pro, it's actually plugged into that USB hub is actually plugged into this MacBook Pro, and when you turn it on, he breathes the Darth Vader noise as all of the USB plugs are activating. So that's really, really cool. Back in the corner, I've got my Darth Vader lamp, and it keeps everything nice and illuminated back here in this corner. Also helps to break up the pattern of any noise going into that corner as well. So really, really nice. Some curtains right here. My 2011 MacBook Pro. I really like the 2011 MacBook Pro, and I haven't upgraded yet, just for the very fact that this still has the optical burner and drive in it, and I really like that. From time to time, I need to do something with an optical disc, and this affords me to have it built into the MacBook Pro itself. The newer ones don't have it, but that will be something I'll have to think about when I upgrade this to the later or the newest MacBook Pro when I do that. So over here is the Mobi wireless keyboard for Apple, and you can see that it's blinking right here. That's actually charging the keyboard right now. I can actually pull it out of here, and it becomes a wireless Apple keyboard, just like any other Apple keyboard. In fact, it is an Apple keyboard, but when you buy the docking port right there, it comes with this little piece right here, which is rechargeable for the batteries that are inside back over here. So that's really nice. So I'll put that back over here and get it charged. Back over in the back, and it's kind of hard to tell. There you go. It's kind of focused back there. That is a 2-port USB hub. 2-port KVM hub with USB support as well. And it allows me to have 2 compute resources plugged into my monitors. So I do have my MacBook Pro right here, and I do have a Windows compute resource, and I'll show you that here in a second. Here are my 2 23-inch monitors that are connected to the KVM right there. You also see underneath here a white switch box right here. That is to my Voiceover Light, and I'll show you that here in a second. I can remotely turn it on or off by depressing that button right there. There's a 16 gig thumb drive right there. I always have a thumb drive on hand just in case I need to transfer data or just carry data out when I'm mobile. Right here is my Magic Mouse. Back over here is a standard USB mouse. That's actually plugged into a docking port for my Windows compute resource, just in case I need to have it, but it is just an emergency one, and I'll show you why. I have it just there as an emergency here in just a second. Here's my Alesis Multimix 4 USB. This controls all of the audio here in the studio, and into it I have my studio monitor headphones as well as my condenser or studio condenser mic that I'll show you here in a second as well. My Tix clock right here. Interesting story about this Tix clock. I think I mentioned it before. This one, I originally bought it as silver. I didn't like it as silver. I wanted it to be more subdued. So I took it completely apart and sprayed it with flat black spray paint. So that's why it's black now. It used to be silver when I actually bought it. In fact, if you take it completely apart, the inside is still silver. Here's the second 23-inch monitor. Right over here is a Face Vision Touchcam N1 webcam. I like that because it's got H.264 encoding built into it. So I have 2 webcams here in the office. I have that one, and of course I have the Logitech C910 right there. Right here is the workhorse of my mics right now. It's the Audio Technica AT2020. It is the XLR version sitting on a mic boom. The mic boom goes behind that monitor right there, and I'll show you that here in a few seconds. The world famous pop filter that I built myself, and a lot of people have got inspired by the video that I posted about how to make your own pop filter and have made their own. So good on you for that. So that is the world famous blue homemade pop filter that I still run to this day. So there you have it. See, I haven't digressed and bought a store pop filter yet. I haven't found one that is able to be disassembled and repaired or replaced in pieces as I need to. So until then, I like the one that I've built. This right here is a brand new Logitech keyboard that I've introduced here into the office. I actually got this as a gift over the holidays, and I really like this because it is not Bluetooth, but this is just a wireless USB keyboard, and I'll be doing a review on this keyboard next week. So I'm not going to talk too much about it right now, but I really like this. I'll be talking about it. So walking around here to this side and looking into the back, you see the back end of the Alesis Multimix 4 USB with the mics and the cables plugged into it. This right here is a Heil riser that allows me 12 inches of increased height for the mic boom stand, which is right there. So I really like that. It allows me to reconfigure that mic in a better, more usable configuration. Down over here underneath the desk, it's kind of hard to see because it's dark, and let me see if I can get me a turn on my light here. You see my Sennheiser HD 280 Pro studio monitoring headphones. I did a separate video on that on this channel, and I've got them mounted underneath my desk on a Velcro strip that I've actually tacked up underneath there with a staple gun. So it's actually up underneath there, and it keeps it up nicely hidden out of the way. And when I need it, all I have to do is pull that Velcro strip apart, and I can use my headphones. Underneath there, I've got my Windows Compute resource in the wire nest. That I hate looking underneath there because I need to figure out a way to clean those wires up. But that is a Windows 7 laptop. I like laptops more than I do desktops because it allows me to pick up and go portable if I need to. So that is my Windows compute resource that's on a docking station and a power control station that's right up underneath that. So you can see the power control station right there. Right there. Turn off my light here. There is my grab and go bag. If I need to, I can grab any of my compute resources, get my grab and go bag, and all of my cables and whatnot are inside of it. This desk is brand new this year. This is a Prestige chocolate desk. It's a chocolate color, and I got this as a birthday gift this year. I always wanted an L-shaped desk, and now I have one. So I'll put a link in the video description below to where you can get this actual desk for yourself if you like it. The measurements and all that will be on the link, so you can check it out for yourself. I love this desk. I put it together myself. It's very easy, a lot of real estate, and that's what you have right there. A standard landline phone here. We do live in an area where not all the time you get good cell service, so you got to have a landline. So I do have a landline in my office, and those are my two cell phones. This is my iPhone 5 with my R2-D2 case on it. I told you R2-D2 is my favorite, one of my favorite characters of Star Wars. And this is my Android. This is a Razer Max HD, and I did a video on that in an unboxing. So those are my two phones that I use on a regular basis. So I'm not partial to operating systems. I have Windows and Mac, and I also have iOS and Android. So you can't get on my case for being partial to one operating system or one brand. So there you have it right there. A little stool right there just in case somebody comes and visits me. It's my old drum stool that I keep here in the office, and I can have anybody pull it up right here, and it has been used in some of the videos. In fact, my son and I did a Lego assembly right there, and we had the camera that I'm using right now set up over here on a tripod, and he was using this stool right there. Behind there is the tripod that I use. This is no fancy tripod. This is just a tripod that I picked up a long time ago. I think it was probably, I want to say 30 bucks at best. It's an old Memorex tripod. It's a workhorse. It's cheap, but it gets the job done. I like it a lot, and I just keep it back over here when I need a tripod. It's right there and ready. So Another shelf here in the office. It's a little bare right now. I haven't moved everything here into the office yet. That'll contain some files and whatnot. But here on this shelf, I do have my Voiceover Light that I talked about earlier with that remote that's over on my desk that I can remotely turn that on or off from way over there. I can turn it on or off so that if anybody comes in here, they see the light on, they can know that I'm recording or in a session. Underneath here, I also have a Lego set that I received as a gift for the holidays. This is one I put together. It's a real easy set, only about 222 pieces. Yep, this is Lego set 75002. It has a Legion clone trooper in it, also a Yoda figure, minifig right there, and a Commando droid captain minifig, which is right there. It's kind of hard to see. He's right there, and there is the Yoda minifig, and there is the clone trooper right there on his little carrier, and so that's right there. On top of this, on the top shelf, I've got two pens that I got out of cereal boxes. You've got Obi-Wan right here and Mace Windu right here. So I don't actually use those. I just kind of put them there because I'm a Star Wars fan. I like Apple, and so I have an Apple right here. So that's actually a 3D puzzle that I put together, and I got that last year, and I showcased that in last year's video. Here is my first shotgun mic I ever owned, and I have it here just on a individual mic stand with a shock mount. And this is a SEMA model SZM super unidirectional condenser microphone. It doesn't use external phantom power. It actually gets phantom power by way of a AA battery that's cased back over here, and that's the plug that goes into this, and you can then put that into the mixer or an audio source. Here's the pop filter for it. Back over here, I've got my Numark DJ2GO. I like to have that sitting around here in the office just to kind of play around with some of the music that I do when I'm doing DJing. I have a rudimentary controller here in the office that I can play around with. Over here, I've got my M&M on-air radio, as well as my on-air old microphone right here from the Radioland Murders series, and you can see that right here is labeled that. I got that when I was actually working in radio. A Darth Vader large Pez dispenser. Again, Darth Vader is not the only Star Wars character that I like, but it seems to be that that's one of the main characters that gets manufactured as material in marketing things for Star Wars. So I just so happen to get that as a gift, and I have that right there. A huge Minecraft poster, and it's going to be hard to see with the glare here in the office, but there's a Minecraft poster right there. And as all of you know, I suck at Minecraft, but I like looking at it and I like playing it. So one of my favorite artists of all time, here is one of his prints. It's a Michael Goddard Dirty Martini print right here. I love this print right here. Over here is another shelf. It has some Minecraft memorabilia. These are the Minecraft masks. That, of course, is the Enderman. You have the Creeper. You have Steve, and these are big. Let me just show you. This is my hand, and you can see it's quite big. You can actually pick it up and put it on and pretend like you're Steve, or pretend like you're the Enderman or the Creeper, and it's just a lot of fun. You also have the Minecraft LED torch, where you can actually hold it, and if I can find the button, there's the button, and the torch turns on. So it's really fun. A lot of fun there. All right. There is a hurricane lamp that I keep back there. I just have it back there just for storage, but if we lose electricity, I can actually pull it out and put it into a safe place and use it for light in the home. Underneath here, you've got some Redstone. This is a Redstone light, so if I reach underneath here and turn it on and tap it, there you go. The Redstone will turn on, and I think that's the last level that'll go. I think it's got 2 or 3 levels of light when you tap it. So that just sits on this shelf. The Minecraft Series 1 action figures that we've showcased in one of our other videos here on this channel. The Enderman with his block and mushroom. I want to say mushroom. My son will be proud if I get that right. A zombie with his iron sword and iron ore. One of the Minecraft Lego sets. This is Lego set 21105. This is the micro world that is the farm. So you can see that right there. We did a video on that with the micro figures. They're not really minifigs, but they're micro figures. Back over here, you've got the creeper with his coal and his TNT block. Steve with his axe and coal, I want to say. I could be wrong. So that's what's there. Fighting off the zombies and the zombie attacks with our zombie blowguns right there. And below there, we've got a really cool laser Lego type set. It's not actually Lego, but it's actually really cool because that one set builds 16 different configurations and all of the blocks light up. They're really, really cool. So if you're looking for a cool gift idea, that is a really cool gift idea. I don't know how interchangeable they are with Lego. We haven't pulled it out of the box yet, but it's really, really cool. Of course, the Lego Club magazines that get shipped all the time, and we just put them right there for display and easy find for reading. Nothing on the bottom shelf. Over here on the bottom, because it is the middle of winter here in Western PA, I've got the Edenpure heater that's out and about, keeping the office nice and steady. And as you can see that I've got it on automatic and the lowest possible setting that I can have it on, because I don't want it super hot in here, and you've already seen how hot it is even with it that low. It's that efficient in here. Oh, there it is. It just kicked on. So, and this silver leg right here is not a tripod to a camera, but is a tripod to my telescope that I got as a birthday gift a couple of years ago. I love astronomy. I'm an amateur at best astronomer, but I love astronomy and looking at the stars and anything to do with outer space and space travel and things like that. This is the Celestron Astromaster 76. This is a great beginner type telescope, and here are all of the lenses. I keep them over here in bags to keep them dust free. Here's another lens right here in a lens case, and the lenses go right here. So that's a really cool telescope I got as a birthday gift. A window right here with some window treatment. Behind curtain number 1 is, well, you will never see for right now because it's just used for storage right now, but there it's curtain number 1, and that is the home office tour for 2014. So we'll give you a quick another look around the Miro, the printer stand, the iPad stand right there, storage, the Beatles picture and sound treatment, the desk area. This is where I sit and do my work every single day. There are my glasses right there, and these are Nike glasses. These are really, really cool glasses. So there is the Nike logo. Sponsor! Come on, Nike, give me a sponsorship on this channel. I wear your glasses. All right. The camera that records all the videos, the mic that captures all of the audio, the computer that does all the rendering, the Windows compute resource that does all of the consulting and architecting and whatnot, the Alesis mixer over there, more sound treatment, the second shelf over here with pretty much nothing on it right now, the other corner with the Minecraft tribute, and lastly the Celestron telescope. So there you got it, the office tour for 2014. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody that you know. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do so, and if you already are subscribed to this channel, thank you very, very much. Until the next video here on this channel, we'll see you next time, Web World.